This is cool. In studio making the rounds to promote Super Troopers 2 in theaters on
420, man.
420. So a month in advance, they're with us. The Broken Lizard Comedy Troupe fellas, Kevin Hefferman, Eric Stolansky, Steve Lemmy, and then Super Troopers. You had this premiere last night.
Yeah.
Whatever. Nate went, and I think, Kevin, you're like, did you guys go? And you didn't even invite us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know you guys like to get to bed early on work days.
So now you admit you didn't ask
Just
us.
admit
Right.
we weren't asked.
Nate's higher up the food chain than you guys
Yeah.
are. That's what it
I
comes
asked
down to.
Brandy because I thought she might go, but
But just say you didn't ask. Don't lie to us.
Okay, yeah.
And try to convince us
Maybe
and mind F
I
us that you
forgot.
asked us.
Do you
to
know
go.
what this guy did last week? I'm watching Nate. This is the kind of things that they keep from Bailey and I. He's sitting there in the studio and he's just normal. We're hanging out afterwards. An hour later, he's at Six Flags, an amusement park, riding roller coasters. And he's like, yeah, they asked the show to come out, but he never tells us.
Never invited you.
No.
Well,
This is
Nate-
what he does.
Nate's
Jerk.
a huge fan, so
Big fan.
He was very excited to go last night. So explain to the audience, fellas, because how this Super Troopers 2 came about is that you went the Indiegogo route.
Yeah.
And you campaigned for over $4 million. I think we had a brief conversation when you were in studio last time. And then there were different packages for different people, and usually you buy points, but you guys allowed them to actually be in the movie and do different things. So talk about that a little bit.
We also, well, it was great because we were trying to raise the dough for the movie. So it's a grassroots movie, the first one. So we went to the fans, and we gave a bunch of different packages. The one that was never bought was $25 million donation will sire a child for you. And nobody bought it, though.
We lowered it to 24,999,000.
Yeah, but still nobody bid on it.
I mean, guys, this is awesome that you did. So the first movie, the first Super Troopers that we all saw and fell in love with, you didn't have to raise money for that.
No. Well, we did. Actually did. No, we shot that for $1 million. We got
that was
to put up
$1
$1 million.
million.
Yeah.
And this one cost how much? The second one that's
And then,
coming
well,
out now?
we raised like 4.5 on Indiegogo, and then another probably 5 to shoot.
Why do you think there's such a cult following for you guys? Not only the live shows that you do, but also the Super Trooper movies. I mean, your comedy is unique and your fan base is huge. Why do you think that is?
I think it's like a band thing, like people's favorite band. Like you discover a band and it's your band, and I think people discovered it on DVD and they passed it around to their friends, and I think it grew that way and it became a movie that people was their own. You know what I mean?
I think it's. Go ahead.
I was going to say we also tour like a band, so we do live comedy shows, and we're building an audience with every new movie.
Yeah, and we party like a band.
Stop it, man! Stop it, bro!
No, but we one of the things that I think people don't know about us is that we're actually like fairly intelligent dudes. And so
Speak for yourself, Lemmy.
We do.
Wait, what?
We do many drafts of these scripts. And it's just, as time goes, even if like one draft just means 5 new jokes, that's still 5 new jokes. And so I think something that people appreciate is that when you watch our movies, you can keep discovering new stuff each time you view it. And they're also pretty good to put on in the background of a party because there's a lot of
I would say you guys
stuff.
are great for a party. And you lose your jobs in the first one, man. You're no longer cops.
I know.
But the great thing about this, and Bailey and I were laughing about it, the whole thing going in is that now you've realized that Canada and the American border have switched. So you are now going into Canada and telling them no. We're America,
That's right.
and you're there to bounce Mounties out and become the new police force.
Right. Yeah, border wars are topical, man.
I mean,
It's topical stuff.
who knew that there would be so much humor in a border war?
Yeah, no, but like we're very much the ugly Americans. Like we think that this Canadian town is going to be excited to become American.
Why wouldn't they be?
Because they should be. Because they should be.
They should be. Damn it! It's America.
That's right.
What are some guys in the business outside of your group? You see different groups that write comedy, the Apatow group, Sandler's group. Do you guys work with people outside of your crew, and is it odd to work with them with your style of comedy? Like when you do other movies and other projects and whatnot?
Yeah. Okay.
It's interesting. I mean, we actually developed Beer Fest with Adam Sandler, as he was our original executive producer, and we had the movie set up at a different studio, and it was, it was just like any internal collaboration we have. It's just bringing another person in and collaborating with them and hearing their ideas, and and finding what makes you all laugh.
Was he a fan?
He was a fan. So when Super Troopers came out, he brought us into his office just for a meet and greet to say hi, like, hey, I saw your movie, I really liked it. If you ever need my help, let me know.
That's nice.
And so then Club Dread was coming out, and we opened up against the Passion of the Christ.
Jeez.
and the Lord smote us down that opening weekend.
He humbled us, yes.
Mind blown.
Yeah. So he called us up that Monday and said, "Hey, you guys need my help now. So come on in." And we went in. We pitched him Beer Fest. He said, "Let's do that movie." And we brought it to his home studio, and sold it to them. And we wrote the script with them. And then the quick version is they decided not to do the movie, and so our project Beer Fest with Adam Sandler ended there. But
Why did you decide not to do it? You're hesitant a little bit.
well, just because it's a slightly longer story, they didn't get it. The studio didn't understand it. They brought us in. We had our meeting with them that day, and Sandler and his president said, "We're gonna say something to you we've never said before on your script. We have no notes. This thing's ready to go." We were like, "Awesome!" And we went into the studio, and the guy said, "I think you guys missed the boat on this script. First of all, these guys are unlikable guys. They drink like Budweiser beer." And we were like, "Yeah, what's wrong with that?" And he's like, "Well, that's not a very good thing. Like, they should drink a better beer."
Like Amstel.
What, Heineken?
We
What do
said,
they want you on?
We said, like, "What are you talking about?" He said, like, "I think they should drink Stella Artois."
What the hell?
And we're like, "But that's the whole point of the thing. It's like these Americans, like, they are Budweiser guys." And he said, "Also, I think you guys, like, you made this into a sports movie. This isn't a sports movie, is it?" We're like, "Yeah, it actually is a sports movie. It's a spoof on, like, Hoosiers and things like that, but with beer. Like, the more you train, the more out of shape you get."
No,
the
I've
more
seen it. I get it.
Yeah. And so anyway, so then Sandler's president just ripped this guy a new a-hole and said, "You have no idea what you're talking about," and we walked out of the studio.
God, that sucks. Well, it's still sitting around. Somebody could jump on it.
Yeah.
Well, Beer
Well,
Fest has been out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
then
made it with Warner Brothers. Yeah.
yeah, on the stairs outside.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
We dropped Sandler
Yes.
like a hot rock.
You're talking about Beer Fest 3.
Am
Right.
I?
Yeah, that's what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
Podfest.
You know what? I'm sorry.
Podfest.
Yeah.
Podfest.
Coke
That's what I'm
Fest.
speaking of. Okay, sorry.
That must be rough.
Is that what it is?
You know, like when you're especially a comedy guy in a comedy group like you guys, you do your thing and you have confidence in what you do, and then you have to pitch it to somebody that doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Then you have to then you have to sell it to them.
Yeah.
You know, because you need them, you need their funds. That's tough, right?
It's
Yeah,
tough,
that- that's why it took so long to make this one. You
Yeah.
know, it's
Well,
like-
how did you get Rob Lowe and Linda Carter into this? Did they pay a lot?
They
we
paid
begged
the
them.
24
I mean, I just want to know.
999,000.
Yeah, I mean,
We begged them to come and do it.
Heffernan had to father Rob's child.
Yeah.
is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, he's gorgeous, Rob Lowe. You know that.
Yeah,
right?
he's still a pretty man.
The dude's like 75 years old and he's beautiful.
Born 1938.
Yeah, and he actually looks exactly like Linda Carter if you stare
Oh.
side by side.
Who's the guy that donated the most? I mean, when you raised like 46, I mean, you got $4.6 million.
Yeah, some dude bought the. We sold the squad car. Somebody bought the police car for $35,000 in the first day.
Is it like a big money guy, or is it just a...
I don't know. I think it's a guy who collects cars or something.
Okay.
So he like has the Batmobile and the Super Troopers car.
So he's got the Super Trooper car.
That's cool.
But the average donation was like $20-30. We had 54,000 contributors.
And what did
Well,
they
that's
get?
got to blow you away.
We got to
That's
mail
wild.
posters to all of them.
Yeah,
54,000 pieces.
Sign posters.
Yeah.
Y'all got a lot
That's
of
still,
signing to
that's
do.
still
Yeah,
coming
we
down the
got
road.
sign-
We
yeah.
gotta pay up. So,
We've been grousing about that, but then you have to
It's
take
all
a
good.
step back and be like, so wait, we have to do 7,000 autographs of our movie posters, and we're complaining about this? Like, shut up.
it's a success
Is
process.
this a real problem?
I can
Kind
see.
of.
I
Yeah.
can see your
Okay.
next stop being on Shark Tank. How you're going to need some capital to get a warehouse so you can actually
Yeah.
mass produce
a
these
poster
posters.
signing machine or something.
I will tell you, there's a
Hand.
scene in there that I've already seen that I laughed at. Killing an eagle is so wrong. I
It's
mean,
dangerous. See, that's the problem.
I don't
My
even know if you get
character-
away with that in the movie.
My character is such a jerk that you can put anything into. Like, if you're gonna kill an eagle, you have him do it, and he gets away with it because he's a jerk, right?
He's the very worst person there is.
Is he not
He's
the
not-
worst?
I love him
Yeah.
though.
It's terrible.
Well, that's
Kevin,
the-
you're a bad man.
And it's
Yeah.
a bad mustache, and I kill eagles.
But it's great having that character in the movie to work with, because you know, like in the first movie, the reaction we got from him was like, oh yeah, everybody's got one of those guys in the office.
There is.
Everybody
Yeah.
had that obnoxious jerk. And so when we were writing the second script, any like un-PC line that we had, or any like really off-color joke we had, we were like, well, we can't really say that. We shouldn't. Actually, no. Farva can say that. Let's just give it to him. And
You have somebody on the show like that, right? Come on. Who's your Farva? Come on.
It's me.
It's
There
Steve.
you
Well,
go.
Steve,
I say-
Steve.
Yeah.
You allow other people to say it's you.
Well, he'd already.
No, just own it. You gotta own it.
We're still working on it.
No, but that's the thing. But Farvo would say that it's him.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, it's me.
See, I would say the same thing, but Nate was already pointing at me, so I'll let
He was
that.
already on top
I
of
can
you.
say anything incorrect, like not knowing Beer Fest was actually made. I get away with any crap I want to get away with.
That's great.
The dumber I am sometimes, the better. I actually come in here sometimes completely blank, and it works. I have not a thought in my head.
Sometimes.
I've done
All right.
radio drunk.
Fellas, I know I've told we only had one segment with you guys.
Is that it?
We really, right?
They're kicking us out.
Oh, I think
hanging
we're getting
around?
the green light to stay for another segment.
Do y'all have TV to do or something? It's always TV. You're leaving for
We're
TV?
good.
You gotta go or can
yeah.
you stay?
Tim doesn't like
We
that.
can stay, right?
They got 10.
10 minutes.
Can we do 10 or no?
No,
No.
it's
You want-
not gonna work.
No, it's not
All
happening.
right.
It's not happening, you guys.
Not that I want to kick you out because I love you guys. I wish you would have come in early.
It's their
It
fault.
doesn't feel like you love us anymore. Like we just gave you 10 more
Bro,
minutes. and you're
please
like,
don't say that to me. Please don't ever say that.
See how upset he is? Look
Not,
at-
why you
look
want
at
to
me.
hurt him?
nah.
Why you get kind of mad for that?
Don't hurt him.
Wanna make
I
you
wasn't
cry.
invited to the movie, and now you're
You were.
now you're throwing
We
jabs
gave,
at me.
we gave Nate the invitation.
Yeah, well, we know where those
I
went.
know.
By the way, I will tell you, 17 years, you guys still look fantastic. I was
Thank
even
you.
going to say, I mean, you've
Thank
aged
you.
wonderfully as actors.
Thank you very much.
And I know
Appreciate
you're
that.
not wearing makeup, and you look good.
Not
Were you
yet.
guys responsible for the Arby's truck after the movie?
Yeah, yeah.
That was amazing.
That was
That was
great.
fantastic.
There's
We
an
were
Arby's
outside
truck.
after the movie, and there's an Arby's truck just giving out beef and cheddar.
Yeah. The
Dude,
meat house. It's called
they
the
should've
meat
been
house.
We're spreading the love.
What package was that on the Indie?
I don't know what it was. The meat house
That was the
package.
beef and cheese.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin Afferman, Eric Stolansky, Steve Lemmy, Super Troopers 2 theaters on 420. I'm sure you guys are very thankful to everybody here in Atlanta that
Absolutely.
donated to the Indiegogo
Absolutely.
Very.
campaign.
Good job, guys.
Please
Thank
come
you.
in, stay longer next time. Not this other 10 minutes. Don't do that to me. We love you guys. We really
Come
do.
for
Thank
like
you.
2 hours.
Yeah. The whole segment.
Go do your TV.
Here's
Get a
the
makeup
thing.
on.
Can I just say something about Atlanta? Just one thing.
Sure.
Oh, God.
I can't decide which is more beautiful, the city or its people.
Oh my